What up, boys? It's Gaz, and welcome back to another Warframe video. So we're going over another one of those disgustingly good glaives today, and that's going to be the Pathocyst. This one's actually disgusting because it's infested. That's why we're on Nidus, for flavor reasons. So yeah, we went over the Glaive Prime, went over the Serrata. Those ones have forced damage over time procs on the heavy explosion throw, and the Pathocyst, it does not have the damage over time function built into it. So let's just start off with that. It's got another proc built in, though, that you might like as well. So let's just quickly get into it. If you like these videos, guys, hit that like button, please. And, you know, if you want to leave a comment down below. I'm going to try to get better at responding to comments. I'm going to probably try to spend like an hour of each day responding to comments. So if I respond to your comment on some old video, you better write back to me or I'm going to feel real bad. I'm just kidding. But, yeah, I'm going to try to respond to more comments, guys, because I do read them, but I don't respond to enough of them, honestly. That is my bad, and I will try to keep that going from now on. All right, so we got the Pathocyst today, and why is it so little? It's tiny. Okay, well, it is very small right now, but that's okay. We will love it for who it is. So the Pathocyst is a glaive, and if you've been paying attention to those glaive throw builds, oh look how it's normal size in the picture at least. It's going to be a situation where you can explode this weapon mid-air and it can kill enemies through walls. This thing can also create little maggots when you swing it around, and they don't really do anything, to be honest. So yeah, this thing's really slow attack speed wise, 0.667. So I definitely would recommend throwing an attack speed mod in here if you don't have one already. We've got 15% crit chance, a 2.1 multiplier, so you're not going to really see many orange crits with this thing. And then we've got 30% status chance, so pretty decent status chance, honestly. With a relatively high base damage of 262 with innate viral. So it's got impact, puncture, slash, and viral, with slash being the second highest and viral being the highest by a good amount. Now this thing, when you explode the glaive, it will do a forced viral proc. So it does not do a slash proc, it's going to do a forced viral proc, guys. So that means if you don't kill an enemy with the first throw, you're probably going to kill them with the second throw, then. So there we go, exploding it. As you can see, there's the viral. We have a corrosive build on here. So we have corrosive and viral. And as you can see, throwing out the glaive can create these little maggots, which will jump on enemies sometimes and stun them, as you just saw with that heavy gunner. They're not going to always appear, but they'll appear sometimes. And, you know, they do what they need to do. I don't think the Nidus Stomp will explode them, because they are not actually Nidus maggots. There you go, I stomped with Nidus, didn't blow it up. So yeah, this thing, it's more of like an upfront damage build, where it's not going to be doing the damage over time, which we talked about before, where the Glaive Prime just annihilates the Serrata, which annihilates Corpus. So let's just compare some stats to the Glaive Prime and the Pathocyst. So it has, the Glaive Prime is just the best. Well, the Glaive Prime is just the best. I don't know what to tell you. The Glaive Prime has double the attack speed, more crit chance, a 0.1 lower crit multiplier. I think we'll be okay. And it's got... Is that really double the damage? That doesn't seem very fair. Alright, well, you know what? Well, we'll still... Like I said, we love it for who it is. So here we are with the standard Glaive Explode build. And now, of course, since this thing has built-in viral, you technically can make viral, corrosive, and heat. But in my opinion, if you're going to want to do that, you're going to be wanting to get a Riven with Elemental on it. As you can see, my Riven mod has toxin damage on it and attack speed. So those are some stats that are very useful in this thing. If you didn't have a Riven with attack speed on it, it's going to be feeling pretty slow, honestly. So you might want to, like, thankfully we do have Amalgam Organ Shatter and Killing Blow to increase that heavy attack throw. But you might honestly want to think about something like Prime Fury as well. Now this thing, now I'm only showing you a throw build right now, but this thing actually has a pretty decent normal attack setup as well, in my opinion. Of course, like I said, it has slow attack speed, so you're going to want to fix that somehow. But you can make Viral Corrosive Heat, Weeping Wounds Blood Rush. It's really good with that. I've tried it in a longer mission. It can kill level 2000 plus with it has hardly any slash procs, honestly, but this build works great. You just throw on some different elements to get the situation you want there. But I'm just going to show, let's just show the no Riven heavy attack throw build right here. And keep in mind, if you are wielding a secondary, throw in the Glaive, pressing the alternate fire button will actually explode the Glaive midair. If you don't have a secondary equipped, it's the heavy attack button to blow it up midair. Okay. Let's turn let's just, you know, I'll put invincibility on. No Avenger equipped or anything like that. We do have Steel Charge equipped, to be fair. So, yeah. Throw it. Didn't blow it up there. As you can see, the forced Viral proc, which makes it so we buff our damage further. And there's Corrosive procs as well. This is with no Riven. So honestly, it's not too bad attack speed-wise. Without that Riven, it looks really bad on the mod display. So this is definitely manageable. And the gameplay footage we're going to show in this video actually is me using one of the new Theorem Arcanes. We're using Theorem Demulcent to actually buff our damage if we stand in the pool after we kill someone with our kit gun. So get a Viral proc on them, pretty good stuff. So you know, here's the reason I'm making this video, guys. Maybe you don't have a Pathocyst Riven. Maybe you don't have a Glaive Riven. Maybe you don't have a Serrano Riven, rather. If you have a Pathocyst Riven, this thing can get the job done. The maggots it create are some minor CC. Maybe they can watch your back a little bit for you. It's a nice... The fact you can do Corrosive and Viral and then have the Forced Viral proc is kind of cool. And like I said, if you find a way to fit Heat on here somehow, there you go. Now you have the 3 best debuffer elements, good damage types all around. And if it procs Heat, there's some damage over time right there as well. So, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you guys. There's going to be some Steel Path gameplay right here, and there it is. It's not one-shotting. It's not one-shotting outright. I'm not using a Bane mod, but then again, it really does not have damage over time, so why would you use a Bane mod? So, yeah, it's not exactly the best Glaive, but it is a good one. They're all good, to be honest. We might make a Zorus video eventually, but I'm honestly, like, the Zorus is a Force Electric proc. Even though it's damage over time, man, the Zorus just... It's at least usable. I think this is better than the Zorus, personally. At least this has decent Riven stats, too, unlike the Zorus, which is still 0.5 dispo for some reason. I don't know who got real mad about that one, but apparently someone at D is like, nope, shut it down, dude. So, yeah, Steel Path, you know, or in the Nidus blob. You know, those blue tentacles, those are apparently the Theorem shock little thingies. But for some reason, it wasn't giving me the buff for some of these. Like, there were some of the tentacles that were giving me the buff, but I just stood in it right there. It didn't give me the buff. So, I don't know, man. They're just buggy. There's another one right there. I think that one might have worked when I walked into it, but then again, like, I want to say one of these tentacles worked the entire mission. And the reason I was doing this, it's going to give me an additional electric damage buff, which will combine... So here's a quick explanation on how these Theorem Arcanes work. So you kill them with your kit gun, and then you stay on the pool... And it's going to buff your damage. It's basically like an extra electric damage on your electric mod on your build. So it combines into the corrosive we already have and gives us more corrosive damage. It does not always work like that. To be honest, these things are really buggy. And if you're going to even get there, it's working right there. Theorem Demulcent working. Give me a buff for electric damage on my weapons. I've heard that there's a bug where it works on some abilities, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, it's going to give you more corrosive damage. You can see some pretty big numbers there. That's a pretty decent number. Yeah, so as far as if I would recommend this to you guys, I'd say no. If you have the Glaive or the Serrata, you don't need this. But if you already have this thing, you like how it looks, you like the maggot creation it has, maybe you like the fact that it's viral and corrosive with that big damage chunk, then yes, go for it. I mean, I went for it. Do you like the Waste Forma? If you like the Waste Forma, go for it, man. It is definitely not the best, but it is a decent option. And the fact that it can kill through walls, you know, that's not too bad. So, yeah, as far as the seal of approval, it's kind of like the sticker for the seal of approval is not entirely on it, but you know, you could get away with it. You could get away with it for sure. So, I'll talk to you guys next time. Hopefully you found this video helpful. Nidus is good. And yeah, Nidus Prime this year. I will see you tomorrow. Take it easy and peace, my dudes.